Okay, I'm at 22 Ash Street doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We are looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that may be of concern to the potential buyer. I'm going in through a PVC stack clean out in the rear left of the basement if you're facing the house. And we're going to try to push all the way out to the main, and if there's anything, we'll stop and make note of anything that I feel is necessary. Okay, we pushed all the way to the main and we've pulled back. Most of this, it seems pretty flat. It does have some a little bit of buildup in it, probably just from years of sitting vacant. But we found a connection above it, and there's this is fully covered in gravel. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to go get my locator, and we're going to locate exactly where its connection is to see what it's tied to. Okay, we're like right in the center, underneath the cardboard, right in the center of the basement, maybe about 5 feet towards the front, but in the center of the basement from the clean out. Looks like it's the line coming in from the back of the house. Like it looks like an abandoned downspout line. Push out a little bit and see if we can find the other connection. We've had some. Okay, there we go. You can actually see one right about there. But there's an awful lot of buildup in here. I think this should get flushed out pretty well. Right here at this turn, you have a lot sitting there. And I think that's why on the left side, I think that there's a connection right here. We're going to make a second pass with a standoff. So, but I believe that there's a connection here on the left. And it's an abandoned stack that's been knocked off. It's plugged with all kinds of debris, but not plugged with a cap, so there may have been a bunch of stuff getting in right here, and that's why we have such a large amount right here at this bend, because I think that there may be a connection there on the left, and all this stuff is just coming in right here at the bend and needs to be flushed out, because once you get past there, doesn't seem to be as much debris. There's a lot of buildup at that turn. So we're going to pull back, we're going to try to flush some water through here, and then we're going to put a standoff on the camera and try to go through it. Go back through and take another look.
So this gravel is there, right? Are they trying to hide something?
Okay, I'm going to pause the video. We're going to flush some water here, and then we're going to make another run. All right, so we've been flushing water for a good 5-10 minutes through every fixture, everything. It was able to keep up, and so we do have I have a standoff on it. But we are going to have to, I'm going to have to switch standoffs. This is too big for the clean out. The clean out is just slightly too small. It's only a 3-inch clean out instead of a 3.5 or 4. So I'm going to have to pause the video for a second. Okay, so we've got the little bit smaller standoff. It's a little flexible so we can fit it through this clean out. But we're going to try to this off again here. And so we're going to go here and make a second pass through this with that little standoff, see how well it's flushed out. So you can see we've got broken, chunks of cast iron from the old pipe. It's probably happened when it was being removed that the stuff fell down in the pipe. Gonna have to have this cleaned and have this stuff flushed out. You can see that running all that water actually did a very good job of flushing most of the other solids out. See, here's that turn where that came in, that we had a huge buildup of stuff, and a lot of that's been removed now. So it did flush a lot of the line out, and there's not anywhere near, it doesn't look like it's holding any water in the same spots that it was. So the reason it was holding all that water was just because of the debris buildup, I believe. You can kind of see that there's still a lot in there, but structurally I think the pipe is in good shape. It just needs to be cleaned out to get rid of some of the large materials. Probably should be jetted and then possibly re-inspected to make sure that those large pieces of material have been pushed all the way to the main and that they're out of the lateral. If those are in the lateral, they could obviously catch toilet paper and cause, among other things, and cause a backup. But I mean, we did flush out a lot of stuff just by running all the fixtures. The line looks a lot cleaner. So I believe I was at about 58 feet where we had a little bit of a belly last time, and we are ahead of that. There is still some debris down in the bottom, but we have pushed a lot of it on down the line, which is good. Again, there's like a turn down. That's all that is where they took the pipe and kind of rotated it a little bit, and it created an offset as they went to make the turn. Now we're diving back into the main there. So there we are, all the way to the main. It's a lot cleaner this time. And so we do still have some remnants, but that did a pretty good job of getting most of the kind of fine solids out of the bottoms of the pipe, out of the bottom of the pipe. And so the line seems to be functioning well. It just need to get rid of that construction debris, or those chips of cast iron that are left in the line. that that was all due to the probably when they were trying to remove that cast iron stack. When you're trying to break it off, it just crumbles. And sometimes it falls down in the pipe. It's really hard to avoid, but it does have to be removed. And if it just gets flushed down into the main, it should negate any future problems. Let me go back and take a look. Yeah, you can hear me pushing some of them along now. I've kind of raked them back with my standoff. It's like fingers on the camera, so I've raked some of them back towards the clean out. But you can see a large amount of them. So the first time through, you could see how high up they were stacked. So made it all the way back. So structurally, the line looks good. We just have some remnants of some prior construction when they were trying to replace the old cast iron stack with the PVC, and it fell down in the line. So I'm going to recommend this be jetted out, and then should be verified that they were able to get those large chunks of cast iron out of the line and all the way to the main to prevent any further backups. But again, most of the line looked really good, so I'm also going to recommend that they properly cap the abandoned stack on the other side of the basement also, to try to prevent anything more from getting into that line, because it is still connected. It's just kind of full of junk, even though it is still, you know, connected to this line. But that's about all that's really needed. The line, you know, the main part of the line was flowing pretty well. So that'll end the inspection at 22 Ash Street in Ludlow, Kentucky.